On the Sunday Show, a world-exclusive interview with the artist formerly known as Prince. Forrest Gump star Tom Hanks honoured by Harvard University. And English Rose Liz Hurley made up with makeup.
Oh my goodness, well they don't come any crazier, and I mean that in the Christian sense of the word, than the artist formerly known as Prince, Tafkap. Now he's calling himself Tora Tora. It's after a Japanese war cry, and it symbols the conflict with his record company. Now last week our reporter Veronica Webb spoke to him for the first time in over 10 years. It's the first time he's done a television interview in that very, very long space of time. But first, we'd like to run by you just a little pint-sized profile. Since exploding into the big time with Purple Rain back in the early 80s, Prince has been at the forefront of pop. The skippy little critter has always been one step ahead of critics, trends, and music. From funk to rock to tender love songs, he sold a ginormous 50 million records. Wow. But despite all the success, the 14 platinum albums, the Oscar, the 5 Grammys, and the 5 Brit Awards, he called a halt in 1993 when he shocked the world and announced the death of Prince. Now known by an unpronounceable symbol, the artist formerly known as Prince has continued to record music and scored a #1 hit last year with The Most Beautiful Girl in the World, the single his record company didn't want to release. In protest against his recording contract, he writes Slave on his cheek and is now refusing to record any new material for the company. And even more dramatically, he's announced that while he'll tour the world, he won't return to America until 1999. He can call himself a Whopper with cheese for all I care. The guy rocks my world. Now last week on the Sunday Show, he was shaking his sassy tail feathers first, and afterwards our Veronica Webb grabbed and nabbed him for a little bit of a chin wag. It's the first time he's ever blabbed to a television show.
Is it the first time, Katie?
The first time. In fact, I'm just going to stress that again. And the thing was, he did speak to us, sort of. And, well, here's what Veronica did with him. Let's look.
I'm here with the new power generation, and the artist formerly known as Prince is a member of the band. He's agreed to his first television interview in over a decade, but is refusing to answer any questions. Now, what's the reason to give an interview and not speak? And don't tell me you lost your voice, because I heard you singing 5 minutes ago.
Tonight.
But couldn't you, like, sing your answers? I mean, I just don't understand why you won't speak. Because it's like that, and that's the way it is?
It's like that. Is that right?
And then
And what about the mask?
It's an absorbent thing.
that was a good movie.
He's too ugly to look upon.
Yeah.
No, you got to do better than that. You're too ugly to look upon, because that is not true. You get out there and shake your thing every night.
That's to cover up for his ugliness.
I mean, Michael, is he a normal guy? That's what people are sitting at home right now saying, is he a normal guy?
Veronica, normal is a relative term.
So the press keeps talking about the dispute with your record company. Is there a dispute there? I mean, it seems that's what's driven you out of America. That's what's made you change your name to an unpronounceable symbol.
He changed his name because his spirit told him to.
A spirit?
His spirit.
And do you feel freer now that you can't be addressed? A little bit? And normally when fans are like stomping their feet and clapping their hands and screaming and whistling, going crazy, they'll scream the artist's name. No one called you by your former name. Now that's mind control for real. How is that happening?
They're part of the new power generation.
And whatever happens if you slip up and you call him by his old name, is there a fine?
I'm getting my windshield replaced right now.
But you had a brick thrown through your windshield by the artist formerly known as Prince for calling him that word?
It's getting fixed right now. The windshield is...
Now, in high school, you had a band called the Grand Central Corporation. And now when you refer to the new power generation, you call it the organization. Are you trying to go back to your original way you saw music when you were a kid?
Who does your hair?
Well, I did
And
myself
it really
today.
smells good, too.
Oh, thank you. But wait, let's go back to this America boycott thing. I mean, 1999. You're not going to tour America till 1999.
In 1999, we'll be free and we can sell the music directly to the consumer. And we can give it away if we want. So, in your job, can you leave it if you want to?
Yeah, I can.
You can't. Well, in the record industry, you can't.
But can't you just stop performing?
Yeah, you can, but
That doesn't
you can't
count as
get
doing
out.
it?
Yeah, it doesn't
What
count.
is this, the firm?
Yeah.
But, I mean, how could you not return to America till 1999? Did you know that back in 1981 when you made that record? You had no idea.
Sonny's taking Summerfield lessons. Do it again, Sonny.
Everything was good back then. He was under hypnosis.
Hypnotized by? Quit sniffing my hair. This is complicated. Yeah.
Your mom.
I'm not even going to tell you about your mama. Okay?
Hey, now, leave
So let me tell you about your mama, nigga, because it's over.
Leave her out of it.
You want to know who does my hair? Your mama does my hair, honey. So...
The artist formerly known as MacPhail would like to know what Veronica really did think of Taft Cap. I found out the scoop when I spoke to her yesterday.
I think, as normal as you can be and entertain sold-out stadiums at Wembley and keep people fascinated and enthralled and hypnotized by what you do for 16 years.
Did he ever ask you to call him Tora Tora based on the Japanese war cry, symbolizing his unhappiness with his record company?
No, he didn't need to be called Tora Tora. He wasn't in the attack mode.
Right. Did you ever trip up and call him Prince accidentally?
Oh, yeah, once.
And what happened?
He threatened to kick me in my good leg.
Did he make good on his threat?
No. I'm scared of that little high heel, too.
As well you should be. Outside of the official Sunday show interview, what were the most interesting things that he said? Anything stick in your head?
He said to me, kisses are like tears. The only ones that are real are the ones that you can't hold back.
Ooh, Veronica. Did he say that after he kissed you?
Katie, please.
Veronica Webb beating around that bush.
She actually looked a bit like Michael Jackson in that photograph, didn't she? How Michael Jackson intended to look instead of the mistake that he was. Anyway, yes.
Who does your hair?